Hey, what's going on, everybody? Brando Free-to-Play, back on my free-to-play account. In today's video, it's kind of another milestone video. As you guys can see here, I have a total of 730 consecutive logins. And turns out that's actually 2 years. So, this is my free-to-play account 2 years later, and how much I progressed. I know I made a 700-day video, which was only 30 days ago. But, yeah, I mean, right now I'm at 2 years as a free-to-play player in Lords Mobile. And I'm going to talk a little bit about what I think about the game 2 years later, right? So as you guys can see here, I have 179 million might, almost 180 million, 123 million kills, and you can see my war gear. I have it on right now. Most of this gear I have gotten through chests, guild chests, guild fests, and monster hunting. So most of the materials, that's how I got it. Now, you guys have to keep in mind, it took me 2 years, 2 whole years, to be able to get gear that looks like this, and to be able to get stats that look like that. So this is 100% free to play. Now, I know that some people might look at these stats and say, hey, they're kind of not that great. But, I mean, for a free to play account, I mean, my luck isn't all that great. So this is kind of what I have to deal with, you know, regularly, right? So, you know, it's not the best, but it's definitely not the worst. I have seen pay-to-play accounts that have stats that are worse than mine, believe it or not. And, yeah. But, let's go ahead and let's keep on going into the account. Over the past 2 years, I have attacked well over 2,500 times, right? Because you guys can see victories and losses and all that stuff right there, right? Let's see here. Troops killed, nice amount of troops killed, traps destroyed. I've lost about 6 million troops. I have healed 15 million troops throughout my playtime. And since I solo attack quite a bit, I don't really join rallies to inflate my might destroyed. Again, if you join rallies, the might destroyed from that rally goes to you, so it inflates your might destroyed. So that's not necessarily a good way of judging somebody's kill count, right? So if you see somebody high might destroyed, little number of kills, you know that they themselves are just joining rallies. They themselves are not really the skilled fighters that they may seem to be. Okay. Troop might, have 31 million, almost 32 million troops. Troop might, I should say, not troops. Buildings, quests, research, I have over 100 mil research. Might, which is something that's pretty good. Enemies captured, I have 704 captured, and I've been able to execute 285 of them. So if you think about it, that's a decent chunk of my playtime that I had the altar boost. Throughout this time, I have had my leader captured 3 times. And I have not been executed, which is something that's pretty awesome. My leader has never been executed. Battles won in Coliseum. Like I said, and one of the things that a lot of people ask for is a Coliseum video. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I suck at the Coliseum. I don't even bother trying to do much in Coliseum because it is really dominated by pay-to-play players and pay-to-play heroes. So I really do not see a point in really trying to, you know, rack my brain and trying to figure out all these different counters when I could easily be countered by a pay-to-play team, right? And you can see my resource ascent. I have over 7 billion ore ascent, which is not bad. Alright, let's see here. I'm not in war talent, and I don't think I'm going to swap over right now. What I'm going to talk about is I'm going to talk about my heroes. Now here is one aspect of the game that is completely unfair for free-to-play players. As you can see here, I have, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, there are 14 gold heroes. Obviously all gold free-to-play heroes. I have no pay-to-play heroes, right? I have nothing there. Okay. Now, there is absolutely no way, no realistic way for a free-to-play player to get some pay-to-play heroes. Either through challenges, through time played, through events. Well, there was maybe one event where you can get some hero medals, but that happened a year and a half ago, almost 2 years, yeah, about a year and a half ago that happened, and they've never had it since, right? But, you know, it is what it is. Eventually all these will be gold except for Watcher, and then I will have no reason to do hero trials anymore, which is gonna kind of suck, but, you know, it's gonna be an accomplishment in its own right, okay? So that's where I'm at with my heroes. Hero stages, I still have not completed all of the hero stages. There are still hero stages that I just haven't done, or don't have 3 stars because I really don't need to do it, right? Because I still haven't completed or finished this because I really, like I said, I see no real value in me completing it aside from some quest might or anything like that. Right? There's really no other way or no other reason to complete them for me. Challenges, yeah, I mean, they're something to do. It's content. Is it content that's gonna bring me value? No, it's not. Alright. Let's take a look at my research really quick. Obviously, I am a T4 player, so I don't need to look at economy and military. Those are maxed out. My monster hunting is also maxed out. Defense, I went somewhat far in there. I'm leveling up my field triage to 10 of 10. Then I'm gonna go quick maneuver, and then I'm gonna go training speed. That way I can get move a little bit quicker and train troops just a little bit faster. And that's always something that's nice and fun to have. Army leadership, I haven't really invested too much time in here, right? Just a little bit. Military command, I maxed out all these first top area, mainly to get the shelter expansion up to 10 of 10. So I can shelter all of my T4. Familiars, while it was a nice content addition, I don't really think familiars bring that much value into the game, especially considering the cost of getting these familiars and the general gamble of just getting familiars. Right? So everything else is pretty standard for an account, right? There's nothing really too much to go over and explain. I guess in this portion of the video, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about how I feel the game is 2 years later. Now, one of the questions that I would assume people are thinking is, you've been playing the game for 2 years. Are you still having fun? And, quick answer is, yes, I have fun. Not necessarily with the game itself, but with the people that I play with. Okay, that is the most important part of this game. The gameplay is pretty simple, and after a while it gets boring and it gets stale. It really does. It is not hard to figure out what is going to work and what isn't. It is not hard to figure out what situations are good, right? It doesn't take a rocket scientist to explain any of this, right? It doesn't take a rocket scientist to explain what phalanx should you use, right? It really doesn't, right? If you really need to figure it out, then test it out with the guildmate. Create a Smurf account, a secondary account, and attack it and figure out what happens. Attack darkness and figure out what happens in a darkness, right? It's pretty simple, it's logical, And it's not something that, oh my god, if I do this and if I scratch my head 5 times, it's gonna do something different. No, that's not. That is in no way what's gonna happen. Okay. And yeah, you know, throughout my 2 years, I have been in several different guilds. CAE is the last guild that I've been a part of, and I've been with CAE since it was created. When was CAE created? It was created March 10th of 2017, so it's been over a year since this guild has been created, and I've been with them since the start of the guild, right? But even before then, back when the game started on Kingdom 4, I started with a lot of our core members in Kingdom 4, mainly Malchek, Avatrex, Red Drake. There's a lot of people that have come and gone from Kingdom 4 and, you know, beyond, right? We've picked up people from Kingdom 17, Kingdom 81, Kingdom 2, right? At one point in time, you know, we were, at least I was as well, I was in BRR with a lot of these guys, but unfortunately I was kicked out of BRR because either, you know, pretty much because I was free to play and I wasn't really buying packs. You know, let's not sugarcoat it. That's pretty much why I was kicked, right? And that's fine with me. You know, I found a guild and a group of people that accept the playstyle that I kind of gave myself, right? They know that I don't buy packs. They know that I don't necessarily attack as much or join as many rallies as I would like to, because the amount of time that it would take me to recover is easily, you know, twice or 3 times more than what a pay-to-play player would take to recover those troops lost, right? Because you guys can see, I don't really have a ton of gems. You see a lot of different people that have hundreds of thousands, if not millions of gems, just sitting there waiting for them to have to use them. Now, I do use my gems constantly, rebuilding troops, using them for relocators and stuff like that, especially during KVK. But yeah, that is that's kind of the brief history of 2 years. State of the games. There's a lot of things in the game that makes this game completely unbalanced for free-to-play players. Everything is stacked against a free-to-play player, and everything is favored, or everything is made and programmed to make you spend money, right? To make you gamble your money away, right? You're gambling. This is legal / illegal in a sense, gambling, because people that are under 21, if you are in the US, are essentially taking part in illegal gambling because you have no guarantee of what you're gonna get, right? Let's take the castle skins as an example, right? So let's say you purchase Star Scrolls, right? Let's say you only have one. Do you want to gamble and say, yeah, I'll try to fortify it, and it's a 40% risk? You know, it's a gamble. It's a risk, right? You don't know. You're not getting essentially what you paid for. You could have wasted $5-10 right there, right? In the nutshell, that's what it is. All right. And this happens everywhere in this game. Just absolutely everywhere, right? You see this when you gem up, not necessarily when you gem up troops, but when people buy these packs, like the Material Madness. It's a gamble. It's $20 for a chance of getting something good, which 9 times out of 10, you're not going to get really anything good. Right, so this game is really a huge money drain, right? You've heard of people saying that they spend, you know, up to $1,000 a month on the game. And hey, if you have that kind of money to spend and just give to IGG, then hey, more power to you, right? But I choose not to, because I don't feel like I have to. I don't feel like I need to be an elite player. Elite in the sense of I have the gear, I have the heroes, right? I have the knowledge, I just don't have the gear or the stats. You know, that's ultimately what it comes down to, right? People who think like they're, you know, hot shit, essentially don't have a budget, right? Essentially, Brand Chong, AKK, Lolo, you know, all these guys in the top 100, they have pretty much an unlimited spending budget. I mean, let's just face it. To be able to get this high, to be able to get these heroes, this gear, it is not cheap. I mean, look at this. This is easily on this screen. That is easily $60,000 to $80,000, including the hero and everything. Just that alone, right? So as you guys can see, unless you're gonna spend that kind of money, don't consider yourself an elite player. Just really don't. So all in all, would I recommend Lords Mobile to somebody new, starting new? I would say try it. You know, don't knock it before you try it, right? You know, don't talk shit about the game if you haven't played it, right? If you've tried it, if you played the game, and then you can say, you know what, I like the game for what it is, or, you know, but you can also not like the game because it's heavily pay to win, which is perfectly fine, right? Myself, if knowing the knowledge I have now, would I start this game all over again? No, I wouldn't. But, you know, some people would. What would you do? Would you start a new account all over again, having the knowledge that you have now, not making the same mistakes that you did before? Would you invest that time again, or that money again into doing it? I don't know. Let me know in the comments below. Myself, I wouldn't. I can't. I can't see myself starting up a new account and doing this all over again. But, you know, I don't want to be a downer, but it's the truth. And some people will like it, some people won't. And I don't know if you guys have noticed, but my Lords Mobile content has taken a hit because in all reality, I'm kind of, you know, drained for content. I don't really know what you guys want to see. So if you guys can let me know in the comments below what you guys want to see, that'd really help me out. And if you guys are still watching, I hope you guys are, go ahead and click that like button. I want to see this video get upwards of 500 likes. Let's see if we can do that. Actually, let's see if this video can get 730 likes for the 2-year anniversary. If you guys can do that for me, that'd be fantastic. So again, let me know what you guys want to see, you know, coming out, Lords Mobile or non-Lords Mobile. Let me know what you guys want to see, and also hit a like on this video. Let's get it up to 730. All right. So until next time, guys. Bye.